Hello, good day. So my name is Jason Malamad and this is my philosophy of education, information processing theory. And this is my topic, educational technology and memory. So are Filipino learners processing or just copy pasting? So uh, in this slide, I introduce the central theme of my presentation. So while educational technology is designed to enhance learning, many Filipino students are not deeply engaging with content. So instead, they rely on shortcuts. So this brings us to our central questions. Are they truly processing informations or just copying the answers? So introduce information processing theory as the lens of this analysis. Also, what is information processing theory? So, information processing theory compares the human mind to a computer. So, first, we receive data, or it's called sensory register. Then, it moves to our short term or the working memory. So, where active thinking happens. So, if it proceeds well, so it moves into long term memory. So, the better we encode, the better we retrieve information later. So this theory focuses on how learning is a mental and not just a behavioral process. So in the classroom, information processing theory reminds us that just presenting facts is not enough. Students need to engage with the material actively to truly learn. So, if too much is given without support, so cognitive overload happens. The best learning occurs when students connect new ideas to what they already know. So, education technology is powerful, so it allows access to many resources, but without guidance, students may use it to copy answers instead of thinking. So this shallow engagement skips brains in encoding process, so meaning they don't retain knowledge, or they only get the answers, but they did not get the information about what they just copied, no? So many Filipino learners prioritize speed and output rather than understanding. You know, they turn to the internet quickly and miss the opportunity to reflect. So this is due to outdated tasks that favor memorizations, overloaded curricula, and teaching styles that do not invite interactions or those. So that's why, no? So, in Philippine education context, so our national education frameworks are evolving. The K to 12 system and Matatag agenda both aim to improve critical thinking and digital competence. So, the PBST guides teachers to promote deeper learning. However, actual classroom practice often doesn't reflect these ideas. So, as a future teacher, I believe in cognitivism. So learning happens through mental efforts and connections making. Technology must help, but not substitute in thinking. So we need to guide students to become thinkers, not just gatherers. So teachers have the power to shape minds by designing tasks and that requires explanations, reasoning, and reflections. So we should promote peer discussions, use digital tools meaningfully, and move beyond simple definition to deeper questioning and interpretations. So, in summary, our learners need to structured support to develop true understanding. So, technology alone cannot do this. We, as educators, must be intentional in building environments, processing, reflection, and synthesizing. No? And thank you very much. That is all my presentation.